G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this pink and purple sunset evening. Just coming back from my lovely cliff in the park section that we all know and love. And I was going to wait till we get a bit further down the road, but that sunset's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just on the way to work right now, and I figured it's a good time to do a vlog. Now, I was in a bit of a rush to leave, so I didn't get to go home and put all my proper gear on, so my legs are absolutely frozen in my jeans that aren't Kevlar. So if I get a little... Ooh, forgive me, I'm cold. But ladies and gentlemen, today we are just talking about, if riding, you've been doing it for a while, it's getting a little boring. There's ways you can make it better and more fun. Now, if you're not a commuter, maybe switch it up and do some commuting, because a little bit of change of pace can keep the bike a little interesting. And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of change of pace, because sometimes you do just need a bit of a change. If you're always riding it exclusively on weekends, look, you're probably not going to get bored of it, let's be honest, if you're always thrashing it around the mountains and whatnot. But hypothetically, if you are, take it on a commute, because almost getting smacked by 16 different cars on the way to work, certainly one way to keep riding exciting, and it might even bring a new joy back to riding in the mountains, you know what I mean? So maybe you need a little bit of a change of pace and a change of heart, because you might find a newfound love for the old riding sport up in the hills. Man, I've never gotten bored of riding, but there has been days where you just sort of go, I can't be bothered like I used to. Like, I used to go out to the middle of nowhere all the time when the first year I got my bike. Nowadays, sometimes it's like, it's a little bit cold and I really don't have to. But sometimes you just go, you know what? I'll do it anyway. Today, however, is one of those days where it's cold and I'm going to ride because I decided to. It is 5 o'clock, so it is that peak hour time. So I don't know about you, but I'd rather have the bike, oh mate, on his phone and trying to jump traffic. What an animal. Yeah, make a game out of that. I wonder how many people. If I had $1 for every person I found on a mobile phone, I'd probably have an RSV4 by now. It would be nice. 3. Oh, let's go. Ooh, I love the sound of my bike. Tell you what though, after riding an R1 though, this thing feels like bloody, like a ball and chain with wooden timbers for brakes. It really don't stop and accelerate the same way, and that's a little unfortunate that I ruined the Rebel for me like that. I wouldn't say ruined in a bad sense, as in I just know that there's better. Like, obviously there's always going to be better, but when you ride a superbike and then you come back to this, you just kind of go, Now, ladies and gentlemen, another way you can keep your bike entertaining, if you have the option, maybe change the entire kind of riding you're doing. If you're always doing super sport stuff, maybe try cruising a little bit. If you're always cruising, maybe it's time to buy a naked bike, or a dual sport, or a straight up dirt bike, or even an adventure bike. Now, if you can't afford that, maybe change your tyres and suspension, try that. And if that's still too much, fuck it, mate, just send it. I have taken this Rebel off-road and up 4x4 trails, and guess what? By golly, somehow she survived with the stock tyres and all. There was ramps, jumps, and everything, and somehow I didn't drop the bike, which is a miracle in and of itself, honestly. Ugh. I did not see that light change on the account of my visor was all kinds of fogged up. Oh. Just on the fact that it's happening now is maybe change the time of day you're riding. If you're always a sunshine rider, you're missing out on those sunset rides. Go to the beach for a sunset and go for a cruise on the coast if you've got the gear for it, because it can be a bit nippy out that way. But that is gorgeous, and I will not be afraid to say it. I like the pink pretty colors. I'm enjoying it. Now, one thing I've always wanted to try to keep riding super exciting is I'm probably going to wait till my girlfriend and I can go for rides, or I can take her as a pillion, because she's a much better artist than I am. But bring a little journal or a book, like a lineless book around with you, because having lines is not always the best. Oh, I mean, unless you're an absolute magician. But get yourself a little book that you can bring with you, and some pencils or a pen, and whenever you find a nice location to sort of stop in, just chill, take it in, and draw what you're seeing. Learner, it's an 80 zone. What are you doing? Don't teach her how to drive slowly. That's how things go wrong. But yeah, go out to the middle of nowhere or somewhere you're familiar with and just sketch what you're seeing. I've been thinking about doing this for ages, and I think it'd be a cool series to sort of do. Let me know down below what you think about that. Now look, the first few or so episodes are going to kind of be probably pretty average. I don't consider myself an artist by any chance. I'm good at drawing cars and stuff, but I don't know about the scenery. But who knows, alright? There's only one way to get better, that's to go out and do it. So if you're interested in seeing me go out to places and sketch them, let me know down below and I'll take that into consideration for some future videos, because I reckon that can be a fun series that I can whip together. Gives me a chance to get out and go to different places, new places, old places, something new. That is a really bright... I mean, I guess it's a plane up there. The heavens be opening up, boys. Just a big stationary light in the sky. I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but clearly it's aliens. But yeah, man, I've honestly thought about doing that for the longest time now, just going out and simply just drawing what I'm finding, because I reckon that could be quite fun. Gives me something to do, as opposed to just going out. I also like to go out and find myself having a cigar. So if you need something else or an excuse to go somewhere, just have a cigar or something, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Or if the other stuff is more up your alley, do that, but maybe don't ride back after that one. But you know what I mean? Go out and give yourself a reason to go there. Meet a friend, draw something, have a cigar, just go out and meditate, listen to music in the wild. Do something, man. Bring a guitar, for God's sakes. Do something. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. In the wise words of Joey Diaz. But yeah, that's one of the nicest ways I reckon you can get out to find yourself enjoying riding if you're finding yourself in a bit of a stale position. Well, this is a bit sketchy, isn't it? Really didn't want to be sitting in the middle of those cars for that whole turn, so I have to kind of wait for that safety point. But yeah, you can't be finding riding boring all the time. There's always going to be something you can do in there. If you're not familiar with group rides, give yourself a group ride. Like, join a Facebook group, get in it. Maybe be a little bit careful if you're not familiar with group rides, because group rides can be a little dangerous if you're not familiar with how to do it, and just take it easy. Maybe don't ride like one of the knobs, so don't make yourself a target of said group ride by police. Or, you know, if you want to be a hoon, I'm not going to stop you. But, you know, just if it's your first time, maybe take it easy and keep it cheesy when you're riding around there. Or if you're used to group riding, just go for a solo ride out in the middle of nowhere by yourself, alright? Turn your GPS off to start with, get lost. That's one of the best things I can tell you. Just go out and get lost, and you can have an entire adventure on your own. In fact, I'm going to make an entire video on that when it's sunny and I have some daylight to burn, and I'll do just that. Because sometimes going out in the middle of nowhere, no GPS, and just trying to figure out your way back before you have to GPS it, honestly, some of the best rides you'll ever have are the kind you have no idea where you went or where you are. Now, you can put breadcrumbs on a GPS tracker app, so you can sort of know where you went later, and just not look at your phone. Or you could just go cold and just bloody send it without it. Either way, whichever one makes it more fun for you, you know what I mean? You got to find something up your alley that you can sort of play with, because sometimes you do get absolutely lost in those places, and other times you can find yourself having a grand old party out in the middle of nowhere. So go out and do it, see what you think, and send me a photo in the Discord as well if you do. I'm always interested in seeing the adventures you guys go on. Or if you do any drawings, if that interests you, please show me them down below. I want to see the artists that actually have some sort of talent. And even if you don't think you're that good at drawing, send it anyway, because it's not about the actual quality of the art piece, it's about the experience you had doing it. So even if it means something to you, please send it in the Discord down below. I'll probably make a new channel for that one, because I think it's actually quite a neat idea to give that a crack. Oh, I wonder if I can sneak through here. We can. Woo-wee! And we're going to turn just out here, and the vlog is going to be finito very soon. I can't say what that noise is. That must be a bird or an alarm. It's got to be something. I don't really care. But yeah, man, basically what I want you to do is go and find a reason to enjoy your riding, boys and girls, because riding is always an enjoyable experience unless you have an accident. So that's pretty much, you know, all I want to get off my chest today. I really hope none of you guys are getting bored of your rides. And if you got the money and your bike's too slow, maybe upgrade. It's never too late to get a big boy bike, brother. Oh, Harley boys and girls are the funniest riders there are. I swear, imagine paying like 40, 50 grand for a tractor engine that has no power. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I like Harleys and I like Indians, but sometimes for those brand new prices, no thanks. Not worth it in the slightest. I don't care how comfortable and couchy they are. Those noises they make, and they do look nice, but no, not the price. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I wanted to get off my chest today, so I do hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I think I'm going to be stuck at this intersection for quite a bit, so take it easy, keep it cheesy, and have a good day. Peace, bye!